Actually, it's not, thank goodness, because
Right.
like
Oh
we have
yeah, you have a
plans.
party later, right?
I'm so thrilled. I just
Ah,
love spending time with my family.
oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Yes,
Uh-huh.
even
That
Einstein
exactly.
feels me.
Exactly.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. It
Good
is
morning.
I
It's
almost said
Friday.
November. Yeah, no, I'm not even. Oh
No,
yeah,
no, 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 no.
Friday,
Don't jump ahead.
October.
Don't jump ahead. It's bad enough. My head is still in like 2 years ago. We don't need to be in November
God,
already.
October 28th, 2022. And this is
Uh,
the Ragin 2, the vlogs, because that's not awkward to say.
oh no, not at all. Not at all.
Not at all. You ready for this, Daphne?
No, I'm not. But go ahead. Hit it.
Yeah. All right. The views and opinions expressed within the video content found on the Indie Comics Network are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Indie Comics Network or Ragin 2 Promotion.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
I have to sit up on my knees
Why?
because I don't want to adjust my camera lower right now because you'll see my floor.
Oh, okay. Well,
That and you miss all
yeah.
the cool shit on my wall. It's like I wish I was
Right.
a little bit taller. I wish I
Wish I
was a
was a little
baller.
taller. Wish I had a phone I could call her. Oh, we'll never get a copyright strike for that. All
Mhm.
right. Good morning, everybody. Hey, look, at least the risk that I'm taking in my office now that you could if you could see the floor is that you may or may not catch a glimpse of the goddamn rat that I've been chasing in this house the past couple of weeks. So who knows? Who knows? We're all losers here. Where was I? Oh, yes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to another edition of the Ragin' to the Vlogs show. Oh my goodness. Hello, my name is Daphne Lage, and I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, and comic book artist from New York, which explains the rats. I have been self-publishing comics since 1992, and I am known for the funny animal, the furry fantasy and funny animal furries, anthropomorphics. Look, no one says anthropomorphics. We all know
No,
this.
no, no,
So
no, no.
furry,
But
the
at least you can
furry,
say it.
yeah, the furry fantasy adventure tall tales. And my medieval fantasy soap opera drama, Eagle Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, dropping November 7th on Kickstarter. So make sure you click the link in the show notes below to hit on that pre-launch page. And I will explain why you should sign up for the pre-launch page. In the meantime, though, you can read both my comics online at Tall Tales, TAILS online.com, and egoworks.com, EGOWRKS. And you can check out all my videos on how I make my comics here on YouTube at my channel at Daphne Lage, Lage Art, which also simulcasts here through the Indie Comics Network. So make sure you hit like, subscribe, all the thumbs. Hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever any of our shows go live.
Fuck you, Patrick.
Oh no, and but take it away, Nita. Explain to the people what's going on.
I don't know what's going on. Jesus, I just got here. Yeah, my name is Nita Lanning. I am a writer, vlogger, blogger from Southeast Louisiana. I am the executive producer of the Indie Comics Network, bringing you daily comics entertainment.
Wow.
And debauchery.
There you go.
Mm-mm.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so speaking of Patrick, I'm assuming Patrick is in the chat. Who else is in the chat?
All right, so let's see. We got Jody McPhee.
Hello.
Patrick Bristolian Dane.
Hello.
Edric. Hello. Jake.
Oh,
Matt
I gotta bring in that clip now that now
Right?
we're getting the both of them on on this show. So it's like, hey, we need the Homestar Runner clip. So yeah, well yeah, no, I do not want no, I already had a situation where it's like I'm working and it's like out of the corner of my eye, the rat was just right here chilling. Just coming right over. Yeah, it's like I'm like going, what the fuck? It's
New York rats got balls.
Yeah, no, for real. And it's like, and I had to empty out the office just to, along the wall, just to make sure that nobody was nesting in places they were supposed to. But yeah, it's like, look, I got the house set up so that there's two ways. He can get out of here two ways. He can either get outside in a cage or he can die in the walls like the rest of them. So he got two choices, So it's like, yes. And thank you for the 10 people. I see you. The 10 people who are watching us from regions beyond. Yes, we see you. And if you are joining us, if you're finding us on Facebook, if you're finding us on Twitter, come on over to YouTube. It's a lot nicer here. The water is nicer. The chat is sexier. It's like it's a lot going on YouTube. Come on over here. But you know what? You probably have your reasons as to why you're just watching. So, but we're glad that you can. Hello. We're glad that you can join us anyway, so you can hear about my rat problems. So it's like, oh my goodness. So is there any housekeeping that?
Yeah, I'm looking for a booster seat real quick. Let's see. Oh shit! Hold on, I lost myself. Okay, there we go. No. All right, so we have, of course, Sparkle Dog. You saw that.
Yeah, and congratulations to Chad for reaching $666 on his campaign, the second coveted number on any campaign. So like I said, all links are in the show notes below, so you can support all the books that we feature here on the show. So
and tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Wow.
Yes.
Ooh.
House of Bob, where we're probably going to be just as discombobulated tomorrow as we are today.
With porn,
except just with porn. Yes, House of Bob, the adults only drawing night stream, where we have conversations and I draw artwork that's not suitable for the daytime crowd. Although it's still kind of early at 8 p.m. But hey, I got to get to bed on time. So 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern. Join us for House of Bob. You join us in the chat. We have a kind of like an open conversation policy for tomorrow. We don't have a topic. So if you guys want to talk about something that can't really talk about on this show because it's daytime and YouTube will kick us off the air, join us on House of Bob, where we can kind of like let our hair down a bit. So
Our pants down.
yeah, well, no, we don't want educational. We're trying to be educational here. We're trying to be educational here. So
That's
yes, and speaking of educational, although I don't know why, but Gemini mailers kind of figure into that somehow. So yes, so with your campaigns, people are paying premium for your books, so make sure they get them in style. Save 10% of your next Gemini mailer order with our coupon code at Ragin10, which even if you need more than Gemini mailers, maybe you need their backing boards and their comic book bags,
in the
anything.
comic supply store.
Ragin 10 will work for you. So check that out. Also, if you want to ask us a question, have a comment, or you want us to talk about something specific on the show, email Nita at raginabc@gmail.com and she will take care of you, even though she keeps shaking her head. No, Nita takes care of everybody, even though, it's even though she keeps doing that. She does. She has a reputation to maintain. So.
Also, I want to mention Ego Raven still in pre-launch.
Yes.
Sign up. Let's see. JD's got the Oswald Chronicles.
Oh,
Volume
yes, he
2.
does. Yes.
Mike Jimmy has Life on Korra Volume 1 in sign up. Let's see. Matt Knowles, who was in the chat a little bit ago, he has the Perilous Prospects. I think it's 1 and 2. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of freaking campaigns. So head over to the Indie Comics Network's promotion page on Facebook. I'll be putting all that up in a little bit. And let's see what else. And Jake, what do you mean check my mail?
Oh no.
Where?
Oh no. Probably on Twitter. Maybe DM on Twitter. Maybe.
I don't know. Here, look at Randy for a second while I'm falling asleep.
Right. So yeah. So I just wanted to. So like I said, Ego Raven is on pre-launch, and you might be asking, why should I support a pre-launch page? It's like, why don't I just wait until the campaign launches? I'm launching on the 7th. What's the big deal, right? Well, I'm going to show you something that's the big deal. The reason why you want to sign up for the pre-launch page is that not only does that help any campaign that you sign up on the pre-launch have a really good first day, because Kickstarter does keep track of all the people that sign up. So the more people that are signed up on your pre-launch page, the more the algorithm works in your favor at when the campaign finally opens. But also what that does is that when the second the campaign opens, you get a notification in your email saying this campaign is now live. And the importance of that is that a lot of campaigns, they have, thank you very much, thank you. Most campaigns have limited edition items that are usually, or it's like, like first day specials, or it's like if you're the first backer, the first several backers, that you will get special items just for being just for being there on that first minute. And I'm just finishing up putting, together like the last bits and bobs of the Ego Raven 5 campaign. And this is the latest thing that I put up on the campaign that, if this is the type of thing that you collect, you're going to enjoy this, because there's only 10 of these. Only 10 of these. So I did a special edition hardcover of Ego Raven Volume 1. So it's like all fancy, got end papers. It's in full color. It's the full, issues 1 through 4. And look, and it even let me see. Where here,
totally said Volume 1 instead of issue 5.
Right. No, this is So this is Volume 1. So this is the hardcover edition of Volume 1. And look at this. It even has a satin ribbon bookmark in it. So I'm testing out these things, and these are the proofs that I got 10 of them only. I only have 10. And what I did was I signed them Also, you get the Eagle Raven stamp that's in there. And this is the printer proof edition. There is only 10 of these. So if this is something, if you want a hardcover edition of Volume 1, Eagle Raven Volume 1, I mean, I love the way this came out. The size is perfect. It's their me and Jose keep joking, it's the Royale with cheese. It's I don't know, it's called the Royal size. It's like it's slightly right, exactly. Had to do it. So although knowing you. So this is why you want to make sure that you sign up on the pre-launch page, because I only have 10 of these. And once they're sold out, I don't know when I'm going to do another printing of these. Like I said, these are the printer proofs. So I'm not, so I'm still testing out some things, but this right here, beautiful. So that's why you want to sign up for the pre-launch page for Eagle Raven issue 5, right? So that you can get that level with the hardcover proof in it. Like I said, there's only 10 of them, and once they're gone, they're gone. So that's and that's why you should support a pre-launch page. But you have a lot of exciting stuff happening on your end too, Nita. So,
Like what?
You got new internet.
I did. Is it working okay?
I mean,
Like,
so far,
I'm not even
so
watching
far,
myself,
so
so
good. Right. I mean, so far, so good. Right. Everybody tell Nita how pretty her internet is.
oh gosh.
So yes, she's on that. She's on the fiber now or something. I don't know what AT&T uses. Right?
It's AT&T. It's their.
Right.
We can't get fiber yet,
right?
Because we're like too far in the middle of nowhere. But it's moving faster. I know my upload speed is higher, which is what I needed for streaming. So that in itself is a blessing.
Because I could swear that even your sound is better. Honestly.
Well, that's because I actually read up on how to use my microphone.
Oh, well, there you go.
I mean that instruction pamphlet that came in the box
who reads
7 months ago, I didn't read it. And so today I'm like, what does all this shit back here mean?
Right. Yeah.
And so I Googled it, and it was like, oh, so when I podcast, I should be on the little butt looking emoji. So, and then there I am, and my sound is better. So
yes. So there you go. So it's like improvements all around at the Indie Comics Network headquarters. There you go. Flattery gets you everywhere. Yes. I'm not seeing any dropped frames at all.
Oh, good, because it was bad.
Right. Yeah. Like you were getting like near the end there. You had to go icon only for a while. So
yeah, it was really starting to suck. And what's even crazier is Cox Communications, which absolutely sucks, has shitty customer service. Don't ever deal with them. If you can escape them, do it now. We were paying $200 a month.
Yeah.
Okay. For me to barely be able to hit, I think it was 7 MPSs sometimes.
Right.
It's like, what the hell am I supposed to do with that?
Right.
And I was paying top tier. With this one, it's like $75 plus the extender, which is another $10, $15 a month.
Right.
And
yeah.
That's it.
Right. And you're getting, like, even if you got the same quality, you're still ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was telling Steve. It's like, well, even if it's crap, it's better than paying $200 for crap.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So hopefully that I'm pretty sure, because they pulled out all the wires and
we were
changed
completely
all the equipment.
We were dropping off during shows, like completely losing connection constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, luckily, it never happened on the vlogs, but C dropped from dispatches 2 shows in a row.
Yeah, no. That's it was time to make a move. It's like, now, the changes over here on my end is they're a little bit more monotonous. I actually decided to get out of my chair this week.
What was that like?
I know, it was scary.
Did your butt panic? You're like, it's okay, girls. It's okay.
Yeah, I know it. No, it really. No. There really does. It's like, look, I know that the jobs, doing comics and doing creative work or whatnot, it's like, yeah, it requires, a dedication to the craft and the long hours and whatnot. But we really do have to remember we do have to take care of ourselves. I mean, it's like, because there just came a point where I'm sitting down all day and my legs were hurting, my hip was hurting, the whole thing, look, and then it's just like, and then there's just that general, like, fuck it, I'm just going to concentrate on the work. I'm not going to do anything. My split ends got horrible. Like, yeah, I actually,
Look, y'all, Daphne's missing a foot of hair.
No, for real. It's like, I actually went outside and I got my hair cut to get all that. I mean, literally, like that, this much of split ends, it was just awful. So it's like, now it's like, at least I feel a little bit more human, I started running again. So at least, I'm getting back into the habit of, just getting the circulation.
I'm still sugar free.
Oh, there you go. So you see, I mean, but that's what it is. It's like, just, I mean, it's like, really, it's like just being outside and getting that fresh air and moving. I mean, my legs don't like me right now, but we just have to do it. I really, it's like, I really, as you can see, I'm wearing my marathon weekend t-shirt. It's the New York City Marathon is coming up in about 2 weeks.
I'm not near as classy.
And I signed myself. I signed up for the 5K that happens on the Saturday before. So at least just kind of like motivate me to keep going. I mean, it's like, the fantasy is that, if I could keep my training up, maybe next year I could run the marathon myself. But, let me get back to half marathon, shape. And, we'll worry about the other stuff later. But what it is that, yeah, I mean, we're not athletes by no stretch of the imagination, but in the end, you do have to take care of yourself like one, because it's like, it's just, yeah, too much sitting is not good for you. And it's like, and you need to go outside, especially, look, it just, it's like, it's nice. It's crisp outside. I've been hiding indoors to stay away from the humidity. So at least let me enjoy the fresh air a bit before it starts snowing. Cause I swear, I really do think we're in for a rough one this year. So, oh my goodness. But yeah, it's like, so yeah, did you, you've been going sugar free for like I mean, wow, that was a rough one though for you.
It was.
That was rough.
It was rough, especially when I tried to drop caffeine at the same time. And I still haven't gone back to the energy drinks because I was putting those suckers down. I was drinking an insane amount of energy drinks and starting to have like heart palpitations and shit.
Yeah,
like,
I would think that would be the
time to slow down.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but I am having a cup of coffee this morning because I can't function. And but the sugar has been weird because around day 5, I swear to God, I can smell sugar like 20 feet away. Like the kids will have a soda and I can smell the sugar in it. And it's like, my body's like, give it to me.
Right.
Like, no, bitch, calm down.
No, for real.
But seriously, like in just it's been just at 2 weeks now. The inflammation I was experiencing in my hands is gone. My back is not hurting as nearly as bad as it was. So it's been. It's already shown an improvement in my overall health, so I'm gonna stick with it.
Right? Yeah. You see, and you would think that because there are so many positive benefits that it would be easier to stick with it. But no, it's always like we're in eternal vigilance.
Yeah, because last night, for some reason, just out of the blue, I was like, God dang! And here's the kicker, okay? Because so like well, my diet does not usually include dairy. And for some reason, I had this kick-ass craving for buttercream frosting just out of the fucking blue.
Right.
Just it was like,
Right.
And it was like, wait, what?
What? Yeah, I know. It's like, it's just like, well, you said that you had a craving for like Snickers bars and you don't eat that stuff. And then all of a sudden your body's like, you know what I need? I need Snickers bars. It's like, no, you don't.
It's like, what the hell is wrong with you? Twizzlers
Right.
at best, but no, it's like, no. Let's go all in.
Right. Yeah, I know. It's just like, yeah, the body is stupid. So yeah,
Hey,
so yeah, so
George.
oh hey George. Honest, so everybody out there, it's like, look, I know you love what you do and you want to be sitting all day doing it, but no, you got to move. You got to move around. I got my Fitbit back on. So this little thing is gonna like be complaining to me all day. It's like, oh, you gotta get your steps in. Yeah, the first three, yeah, because what did they say? It takes about 3 months to establish
3
a habit.
months. So see, I'm not even halfway
30
there. I was like,
days.
oh, I've got
It
to be
takes
past
about
the
like
worst
30
part.
days. Yeah, it's like, oh, something about, I think it's 30 days to establish a habit, I think. And then it's like, and then it's just I look, you guys all know. You guys, you've all done it. We've all done it. But yeah, it's what we have to do as cartoonists and writers and comic book people. I mean, it's just really funny. Like I said, it's like, we're not athletes, but we have to take care of ourselves.
Patrick had a question earlier.
Yeah, sure. What did Patrick
Wants
ask?
to know what we think about having our freedom of speech back on Twitter.
We've always had freedom of speech back on Twitter. It's just that it just depended on how many assholes you were surrounded by. That's the funny thing. I mean, it's like okay, let me just explain this really quickly. There's always, the old freedom of speech is a constitutional amendment that talks about the government infringing on your speech. When government passes the Hays Code, when government tells record labels that well, either you put advisories on your covers or we will do something about it, that's anti-freedom of speech. It's like, look up the 2 Live. If you're a baby in the audience, look up 2 Live Crew, look up Twisted Sister. It's like, people calling you an asshole on the internet is not a freedom of speech issue.
No, I think he's talking more about the accounts that were getting banned for their opinions.
It's like, well, the thing is though, like Twitter. Okay, here's the thing though. It's like, it's a private company. Twitter's a private company, and every private company is run at the whims of the person who owns it. Any company that you work for doesn't give a shit about your freedom of speech. Okay, that's what it boils. That's what it boils down to. We keep having issues with Facebook, because of whatever. I mean, it always feels like I feel I'm being shadow banned right now for whatever reason. And it's like, and it's annoying as fuck. But in the end, it's like, it's a private company, and I just, and honestly, we just have to eat shit while we use them. It's when the government comes in and starts forcing private companies to say you can't have people who draw pornography on your platform. That's censorship. As somebody who pretty much had to give up on Patreon because of that shit, yeah, I know what having my freedom of speech taken away feels like.
That's the part that sucks, Patrick, is there is no standard for any of these platforms. It's like whoever sees you that day, depending on their fucking mood.
Mm-hmm. Now, the thing is, though, is that when it comes to social media platforms, especially, I think that the biggest, I guess, if you're just talking about the freedom to just do whatever the fuck you want on a platform, actually is more dependent on the people that are like, I guess, like seeing you, than rather the people who are running the platform. Because honestly, I was never afraid of the platform itself, banning me for any reason. But honestly, especially on Twitter, I'm always terrified of somebody getting like a burr up their ass about something that I didn't say, or
Right.
they're I mean, it's like, look, Twitter is the home of bad faith arguments. I swear to God. You know, you can say, you know, it's like, oh, this puppy is cute. And you're going to have some asshole coming in going, does that mean you hate cats? You know,
Yes,
does
all
that
of them.
mean,
Fuck
you know,
cats.
it's like, yeah, it's like, does that mean you hate cats?
Especially
How
mine.
dare you? I'm shaking right now. And it's like, bitch, I didn't say that. You know, this is Twitter in a nutshell. You know, and honestly, I think that attitude is more of a detriment to people just living their lives on social media than whether Elon Musk owns social media or the ghost of Adolf Hitler owns social media. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who owns it. It's a fucking joke. It's a bad analogy. Just let it go. You know, I mean, it's like, it doesn't matter. You know, I mean, that's honestly, it's like, I'm more, you know, it's like, I've seen pile-ons over stupid shit. I've seen people get forced off Twitter because of stupid shit, because a mob decided they were going to make somebody a target for whatever reason. And you cannot reason with these people because you cannot reason with a mob, you know? So that's kind of the part that's always bothered me about Twitter, especially because Twitter really facilitates that. You know, so if Elon can figure out a way to keep that shit from happening, then maybe, you know, I'd feel less restricted on Twitter, you know, but other than that, honestly, I don't think there's really going to be any palatable change in Twitter as a whole because Elon Musk is running it. I really don't think so. I mean, honestly, I think it's pretty much going to be the same thing. It's just that, you know, maybe you won't see arbitrary ban hammers for whatever reason, you know, but
and
but
also
honestly,
you really have to consider that on these social media platforms, the mods and the bots aren't your worst enemy. Your own followers and friend list are.
yes,
because they will be the ones that are low-key fucking reporting you or whatever.
Yeah.
Because on Twitter, I was getting banned on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Like constantly. And
Mhm.
finally, I just went through my followers and I started blocking a few people. And
Right.
once I blocked those people, I stopped getting banned on Twitter. Same thing with Facebook.
Yeah.
Once I
Yeah.
removed them from my friends list, shit just slowed down. Now I've gotten a couple of warnings, but I kind of
but not the way it was before.
No,
I
not
mean,
like it was before.
it was pretty bad before. And yeah, and this is the thing. It's like I've always said from the beginning, because it's like this is something that really, if you're on social media and and mind you, we all depend on social media to promote what we do.
100.
And you know, and the thing is that right, yeah, is that exactly, you know, that right, hate is promoting is a weird marketing tool, yeah, and the thing, yeah, and it's just very strange. And the thing that when, especially on Twitter, and the thing is though, you know, I'm going to shit on Twitter because that's where I see it most. You know, it's like, look, I know Nita, you know, she says, no, Twitter is a tool. It's like, yeah, no, Twitter is a tool that's full of tools. That's the problem.
Oh, yeah. But that's why you go over there, you handle your business,
you know?
you like and retweet some people's work, you post your fucking work, and you get the fuck out.
Right. You know, so here, you know, so the thing is that like a couple of years ago, it's like what I was doing, like, you know, there just came a point where every day I was putting in keywords, you know, on the muted word list. It's like, oh my God, I had hundreds of words on this because it's like, it was like my feed was like just constant barrage of just nonsense and negativity and this, that, and the other thing. And then it's like one day I decided, it's like, you know what? Let me try something. Went through my feed and I must have like removed like maybe like 10 people, you know, and just by removing these 10 people, it's like everything disappeared.
For me, it was one person I noticed
Yeah.
a significant difference once I got rid
Yeah.
of her. But she was the same one who started the whole riot up over me being racist when I said something about Meredith being Asian one time.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Yes. And so that's the thing. So it's like, so ever since I noticed that, it's like it was easier to remove 10 people from my feed than it was to keep than it was to keep muting 200 words at a time.
Right.
You know? Oh no, absolutely. There's assholes everywhere, but this is the key. This is the key. Curate your experience.
Right.
You see, this is the thing. Way too many people have their social media set up as a free-for-all. And that's the problem. You cannot do that. You have to control who sees your shit, who you're seeing. Like I did a huge cleanup of my Facebook feed. You know, I didn't unfriend anybody. I just unfollowed a lot of people.
Oh, I
You know,
unfriended them fuckers. 800 of them.
You know, I mean, it's like, you know, it's like, you know, I just don't want to go through. I just don't want to go through each person to see. It's like, oh, you haven't posted since 2019. You know, it's like, you know, your account is obviously dead. You know, so, you know, so I just remove people every time I see a post that annoys the fuck out of me. That I just remove them. I just unfollow them. So I just wouldn't see them. We're still friends. They can see my feed, but I just can't see theirs. Well, you see, that's the thing. It's like, well, you know, you see, here's the thing. You don't know who's causing. That's not true. Honestly, you do know who's causing it. That, you see, that's the funny thing, because it's like, even when I was curating my experience, we had our suspicions.
Yeah, I had
suspicions.
It's
just that once we removed them from our list, our suspicions turned out correct.
Right.
You see, that's the thing. Look, it's like, look, you know what? I am a firm follower. For fuck's sake, you have that's something else that I want to bring up. It's like, look, honestly, I am a firm believer, especially on Twitter, of blocking for any reason whatsoever.
Right.
You know what? Normalize blocking, normalize unfollowing, for whatever fucking reason. Mute. I hate, you know what? It's like, you know what? If I don't like your Twitter icon, I'm blocking you. How about that? You know, it's like, you know what? It's like, look, it's like, you know what? Like I said, this is very important in this environment. You know, that we have to control who has access to us and who we and who we allow, you know, and who we, you know, interact with. Right. You know, it's not gatekeeping any more than if Elon Musk decides to ban your ass because you posted that meme comparing him to the dude from The Fifth Element, Zod. You know, is it Zod, Zorg, Zorg from The Fifth Element? You know, that's his prerogative. You know, so it's like, yeah, you know. I mean, you know, as long, you know, that's the thing. It's like, it's not gatekeeping. You know, it's like, you know, me deciding I don't want you in my feed because you're an asshole is not gatekeeping. Me keeping you from, it's like, look, it's like, you know what? It's like, look, you don't come into my house, shit on my carpet, and then get upset that I kick you out.
Right.
You know, I mean,
that's
it's like,
it. It's our personal platforms. It's our name that's on there. So it's our decisions, you know, like I get so tired of people being like, oh, well, that you canceled them. I didn't cancel anybody. I just don't want to look at them. I don't give a fuck what they're doing.
Look, and here's the thing too, because this is also a thing that annoys the fuck out of me, especially on Twitter. The word canceled.
Oh, can I do it real quick?
Original. Oh, okay.
You know what I want to do, right?
Go right ahead. Do it. The word canceled originates from African American vernacular English, and all it means is that you are removing support, both emotionally and financially, from a person. That's all canceled means. Okay, the fact that basic white bitches on the internet turned it to mean that I am going to destroy your life is not stop using that word. Okay. Same thing with woke. All right. Woke means that you understand that certain injustices are systemic and all of the individual effort that you make will not overcome it. And to be aware of that. That's all woke means. It does not mean there's a fucking black person in this. It does not mean there's a white woman in the lead. It doesn't mean that. Okay. Stop using these words like this. Where was I? Oh, yes, canceled. So here's the thing, so here's the thing. If I don't like you, that is not me canceling you.
Right.
It's like if you're being an asshole in my mentions and I kick you out, that's not me canceling you.
That's me not wanting to look at you, and plain and simple.
Exactly.
I'm not going out of my way to destroy your career. I'm not trying to fucking.
It just means that you are not welcome in my space. That's all that means. Nobody is getting canceled. Okay? That's the thing. It's like, you know what? It's like, if your life pretty much stays the same, it's just that you can't act like an asshole online anymore. You're not being canceled. And for fuck's sake, anybody who writes a New York Times op-ed about how they're being silenced is not being silenced. So stop doing that. Stop supporting these people who do that. Jesus fucking Christ. It's like, can't we just use social media together as a family?
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. So I don't have a problem with Elon Musk taking over Twitter. I don't give a shit, actually. I really don't. Because it's like, it's like, I mean, like I said, if him owning the platform makes a lot of these mob mentality people leave,
great.
Because it's like, oh no, I won't be able to do this unencumbered. It's like, I'm okay with that. So I'm already seeing people trying to abandon Twitter because it's like, oh no, Twitter's all fascist now. And it's like, honey, I kind of remember seeing your Twitter feed. You really need to look in the mirror first. So the other thing too is that just kind of like off topic, but the thing is though, I think it was Patrick. It was Chad that brought up the hot take people.
Yeah.
So Tyler Carpenter had a very interesting show.
Yes, he did. One of my favorite quotes ever was added to it.
Not the previous show where he was calling out a lot of people for running Kickstarters and running off with money. Pretty much. Speaking about people who really do need to be canceled. They really do need, in the sense of the word, they need all financial support pulled from them.
Yes, right.
Stop giving these people your financial support. It's like these people who run crowdfunders and they have no intention of fulfilling, even if they did intend, but they don't, they're still, as far as I know, they're still grifters in the end. If you run a Kickstarter and never fulfill your campaign, you're a goddamn grifter and you stole that money. So that's so that's it's I mean that's
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
It's part of the job. Don't worry about it, Patrick. No, but there was one where it was a previous. Actually, I didn't listen to this. JD told me about it. And that there was something on there that really, really bothered him. And there was a guy on there who was talking about how he had been in comics for only a year. And he really, really wanted to like build his audience really quickly. And he was saying how the only way he was going to be able to do that was to throw hot takes on Twitter. And he was like doing stupid shit like that, and JD was like listening and whatnot. And this guy, I think, was like, I don't know, 26 or something, 26 years old.
Whole ass infant.
Yeah, whole ass infant. But it's funny. I joke about that, but Jose was like going, no, fuck that. At that age, they're a grown ass man and they're being, and they need to be held responsible for their stupid
for sure.
And because he was saying that by the time we were this guy's age, we had a whole career in front of us, or actually behind us. We already had Tenchi Muyu, we already had La Blue Girl, we already had our own self-publishing thing. It's like we already, we're doing work for anime companies and whatnot. So it's like for this guy to not even have a whole issue out and think that I was like, oh, I got to do this quickly. Let me throw some hot takes on Twitter. And it's like, you know what? Again, these are people who deserve to have all their shit created by AI. Because it's like, honestly, it's like, I don't know, dude. It's like, have you thought about making a comic that maybe people would like to buy? I don't know. Maybe that would be a better way to get an audience online than being the
put out some quality
asshole.
content. Yeah,
right. Yeah, it's like no, but they want to be the internet asshole, but not the guy who makes comics that they enjoy.
Right.
And it's like, and it's the strangest. And it was just like, I was just like, I don't really get that. Like I said, it's like there are easier ways to make money at this. No. There are easier ways to make money, period.
Right.
I mean, it's like, why would you stress yourself out coming into comics and actually not give a shit about doing comics? That's kind of like, what's funny is that there's this whole thing about Chapek, Bob Chapek, the CEO of Disney, who had recently said that aside from annual pass holders being undesirable audience, an undesirable audience mix, these are only the people who kept you assholes afloat during the pandemic. But hey, that's another conversation. But he had said that that adults don't want to watch animation. Animation is not for adults. He runs the Disney Corporation, and he is saying animation is animation is only for kids.
Okay.
And and it's like, and I was just like, why? It's like, why does a guy who hate animation want to run one of the largest animation companies in the world
and not know his audience, man?
And not know his history?
Yeah, right.
Not know his history. Walt Disney always considered his cartoons to be for both adults and children. His whole thing, same thing with the theme parks. It was always about both adults and children. He wanted something. He wanted to create entertainment that the entire family could enjoy, not just the kids. Well, those are the other kids. But you know what? Warner Brothers destroyed their entire animation department too. So I don't know. There's everyone's bugging out, So that's the thing. So it's like, yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, this is a man who doesn't know animation history at all. But then again, this is the same guy who was hiring designers from Las Vegas who designed casinos to be Imagineers. So it's like, come on. It's like, so when a guy comes and says, yeah, that's exactly what it is. They're all bean counters. They all got their MBAs at Harvard, and they don't have, they don't know what creativity looks like. They just say, can we monetize this? What is this? I don't understand this. And the thing is also, this guy that Jose told me about on Tyler's podcast was kind of like a low-level version of that. A very low-level version of that. It's like, you're coming into comics, but you're like going, how do I get notoriety without doing comics? I don't know. Why don't you become a shitty comic instead? It's like, how about you become a shitty comedian instead? I mean, it's like, how do you come in? How do you look at comics and say that, yeah, I'm going to go do this, but I'm going to do everything else in that industry but make comics that people want to buy?
Right.
Like, where's the disconnect? Like, I don't get that, where it's like, it's bad enough where it's like, people look at comics, people look at comics and it's like, but at the same time, it's like, okay, how do I not do comics but still be in comics? But still be considered a creator, but not do comics, but still be known for comics, but not do comics. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? And the thing is, this is not a quick buck. That's the thing that I don't understand. I mean, maybe if, you came in and you says, I'm going to run a Kickstarter and Indiegogo for this book and then never deliver and with it's like, maybe that's the way to do it. It's like, do a GoFundMe, my man. Make up, your dog is sick. More people will donate that way.
Yeah.
More people will donate if you make up some bullshit story about a dog you don't own than if, then if you say you're going to give them a comic, they're not going to get. Because this is also the other thing too that I'm not, that I'm not liking either. Where it's like that there are some people who are justifying those types of campaigns as, you're supporting the creator. You're not supposed to be supporting a Kickstarter to get a product.
Oh my God. One of the creators that is actually doing that right now, that has a Kickstarter that's like 2 years past due.
There's a book that I've been waiting almost 3 years
and he removed it, but he was saying that you weren't necessarily backing the comic, that's even in the clauses, that you were supporting the dream.
No, fuck
and the
that
comic
shit.
was a bit. I was like, oh yeah, fuck you.
No,
I'll never back you again. But it was also the same creator that Tyler, like it and like I'm with Tyler, but he also decided to say that if you're still backing this guy at this point, then it's your damn fault.
Well, yeah,
and
of course.
Absolutely right, which is why I made the decision to never back him again.
Right. It's like, no. That whole thing about Kickstarter not being a storefront and, that there is no expectation of a product in the end.
Bullshit.
That's for Kickstarter.
Right.
That's legal shit for Kickstarter, not for you. Okay? If you are doing a Kickstarter, the expectation is that there is a product at the end of it, okay? It's not, if you just want to support the dream, 1, go fuck yourself, and 2, go do a GoFundMe instead.
Yes.
It's like, no, you don't need to be on Kickstarter, because all you're doing is that you're taking a finite resource out of the pool that could have gone to support people who
were actually creating, right?
Who do give a shit about this, who are producing a product at the end, that you do get a product at the end, because like, what? Because it's like, it's like, no, dreams. No. You don't build shit on dreams. You build, it's like dreams don't build empires. Dragons do.
Yes.
You have to give the product. If you give a shit about your dream, then you give the people what they're expecting from that dream. That's the thing. It's like, because if your comic only exists while you're sleeping, it's like, no, I mean, it's like, yeah, it's exactly, and here's also a little tangent, a little extra tangent for everybody.
Side note,
you cannot business your way out of a shitty product.
Nope.
It's like,
Daphne,
it's like, look, if you only look at your book as a commodity to just be thrown out there, people can see that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's the thing.
They know when they're getting lured into your crap,
right? And unless you are catering to a very specific audience that does not mind that titty variant covers, you cannot market your way out of that.
I like titty variant covers.
Well, so do I. I mean, it's like, there's a lot of good ones out there, but the thing is, though, is that there is a market that specifically that only that
Oh yeah,
only supports
absolutely. And
books
it's
for
all
that.
it is gold-plated turd. If you step on it, that
Right.
shit cracks and it's still shit.
Right, exactly.
I have a
You
beautiful
know?
example sitting right here on my desk, but I won't show it because I
No,
don't
no, no,
want to get in
absolutely
trouble.
not. We're not a call out show. You know, but the thing is though is that, you know, it's like, look, you know, it's like, because the thing is though is that there's going to come a point where people are going to get tired of your gimmick
Hmm.
and they're going to abandon your book. So unless that's part of your strategy, you know, if you're the type that only puts out one shots, I mean, and here's the thing too. I know particular creators who do this, and that is their strategy.
Hmm.
You know, I mean, that's the thing where they produce books specifically. It's literally like the interiors are just a tofu for the cover.
Yep.
You know, the tofu is for the flavor. That's the cover.
And let's not even get into the writing.
And that's the only thing they sell. You know, and all they do are issue ones. They never number their books. But it's like, and then you look at their campaigns, and it's all about, you know, oh, these are all the variant covers, and you have no look. There is a campaign that this guy has been running for the past like 2 years. I've been following this guy. To this day, I still don't know what his interiors look like. I still don't know, you know, what he's actually selling. But this guy makes bank because the covers that he gets done are beautiful.
Right.
You know, so it's like, it's hard for me to be mad at that. It's like, look, you know, it's like, look, obviously the care is in the people that you choose to do artwork for you. So it's like, okay, you know, it's like, look, there are just some points where it's like, okay, fine, whatever. That's just the reality of the situation. But the thing is, though, if you're the type of person who wants to get into comics and thinks that the fastest way to build your audience is through stupid hot takes on Twitter, go get a job.
And fuck yourself.
Go work at Chipotle. You know, I mean, it's like, look, in New York, Chipotle starts at $17 an hour. I'm guaranteeing you're making more money doing that than in comics. You know, so I mean, it's like, I'm just really, I don't know. It's like, I've been seeing a little bit too many of these people lately where it's like, they're just like, you know, oh, you know, like, you know what? These are the people I wish would use AI. Honestly, so they could leave the rest of us alone. You know, go play with the AI. Go play. You want to pretend to be a creator? Go play with the AI. It's right there. You know, go do that. You know, leave the rest of us alone. You know, it's like,
take Midjourney and Jeeves. And,
right,
and
exactly. Go, you know, go sit in your corner and do that and pretend you're creating and shit. I don't know. And that's like, maybe when you have an actual issue with an actual printer and you actually want to produce something, you know, then maybe we'll let you play around on Kickstarter, you know, or something, you know. But it's like, just get it out of your system. Just you know. But it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like, it's, and you know what? And it's like, look, and like I said, and it's like, me not wanting to be surrounded by these people is not gatekeeping, honestly. And that's what I try to avoid.
Is that what you call it, Chad?
Right? It's like, look, it's like, look, we've spoken about the AI thing before. I think for individual artists, I think that it has a lot of potential. I think society wise, it's going to be destructive. So, you know, pick your poison. You know, look, in the end, corporations don't want to pay for artists, so we're fucked anyway. You know,
at least those that's careers are based on graphic design for these corporations,
right? You know?
I think artists are going to be okay in other mediums.
I think in general, you know, but the thing is that, you know, my whole point is that that's why, you know, these are the people I do not want to surround myself with.
Right.
I mean, again, it's like, it's been a while since I mentioned Stoic philosophy, but that's actually one of the main tenets of it. Like, whoever you surround yourself with, I mean, it's like, it's the whole, you know, show me, you know, I will, you know, like I can tell a person by the people they surround themselves with.
Right.
You know, the character of a person. And it's like, and that's kind of like how I feel online. You know, it's like, I want to make sure that I'm surrounded by people who we're all kind of on the same wavelength, that we do this. We do this because we have stories to tell. We have art to show, and it's like, and we're all in this together. It's like, that we have that. It's like, what? It's like that we have that our common goal is to be the creators we're meant to be, not can we get a Netflix deal? Can I get a movie deal? Can I sell this to a production company? It's like, can I sell this IP? It's like, you know what? The second people start talking like that,
oh, it irks the shit out of me.
Yeah.
If that's something that progresses and happens organically for you, that is fucking
Right.
awesome. But I cannot stand, and I'm gonna say this. There are people who come to me who will fucking throw a campaign in my inbox or PDF, and they're like, "Hey, look at this! It was initially written as a screenplay.
Right.
Decided to use the medium until we get. I'm done with
Right.
you.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah. It's really. Yeah. So so I guess the moral of the story today, I guess there really was a theme. Curate your experience. Surround yourself with people who support what you do. It's like, surround yourself with people who are going to lift you. Who aren't going to,
Yes.
be, flagging your posts for whatever fucking reason because, they don't like the fact
Or
that
the
you
ones
do
that are
all
going to
this
run
stuff.
up behind you after you've succeeded.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I love you. I was always there for you. No, bitch, no, you weren't.
Where were you? I'm seeing, it's like, so yeah, so it's like, so whether Elon Musk owns it or Bernie Sanders owns Twitter or whoever, I don't know. It, like I said, it doesn't matter. It's like, in the end, the environment that you create for yourself in your creative journey, that's the important part. That's the part that you have to be careful with. That's, yeah, it's like, that's, it's like, because it's like, who you surround yourself with, even just mentally, even to put you in a certain mental space, that is going to determine how far you get in this. You get doing this. No man's an island. Nobody does this by themselves. Okay, I got no help. It's look, that libertarian bullshit, bootstrap shit. It's bullshit. We all know it. And it's like, and we need to curate our spaces to support us and each other the best we can. And that's really that's what's important to me. It's like, because nothing frustrates me more than people that can't get their shit together. I mean, it's like, you can't come to me saying you care about comics and and making comics and then do everything else but that. I mean, it's like, nah, it's like, look, it's like, look, this shit is hard enough as it is. It's time consuming as it is. We're literally hurting our bodies to do this. I mean, yeah, it's like, what? No fakers, man. No fakers. Nope. You're either in this for all the right reasons, or okay, you can go stand over there. You can go someplace else. I mean, really, it's like, I don't have time.
Or you can stay there, but I don't have to look at you.
Right. Yeah. It's like, what? I don't, you have my apathy. That's what you have. You have my apathy. Oh, wow. I was surprised we actually filled up an hour. Oh my goodness. So there you have it, everybody.
We made some haters today, Daphne.
Look, they'll get over it. They'll get over themselves. Really, they'll get over themselves. So yeah. So any last words, Nita?
No.
No? Yeah.
No.
I think,
Yeah. Check out our link tree.
Yes.
Linktree / Indie Comics Network has everybody's link trees that is primary host and all of our contact information across the board. So,
Right.
there's
So
that.
there you have it. So that's where you can find everything. And also remember, any campaigns that we mentioned, any campaigns that we mentioned, you can find them in links in the show notes. So remember the importance of supporting pre-launch pages along with the campaigns, so that's all I got. So again, I want to thank everybody literally and figuratively. Yes. So I just want to thank everybody in the comments for joining us. And obviously you guys had a lot to say. Boy, thank you so much for joining in. I'd like to thank the currently 6 people who are watching us right now, because you know how we fall apart at the end of the hour, and that some people just know when to dip when the going gets good. So no hate here. So thank you so much for sticking the entire hour with us. I hope you got something out of it. I don't know what I got out of this. I don't know. I got something out of it. I don't know. But I hope you do. Yeah, there we go. So on that note, if you want to see more of my artwork, my campaigns, all my whatevers, you can head on over to my main portfolio site at egoworks.com, EGOWORKS, where you can find links to all of my galleries and social media sites, but I mostly post to Facebook if you're interested in sketches and current work in progress or whatever updates I have going on. And remember that you can see videos on how I make my comics and all my previous live streams at my channel at Daphne Lage, Lage Art, which also simulcasts through the Indie Comics Network. So here we are on the end of another Friday. I hope it's Halloween weekend. I hope everybody is going to have fun this weekend at least, or whatnot. At least it gives you an opportunity to dress up for no reason whatsoever.
And if you take your kids' candy and find any marijuana edibles, please mail them to me.
Right? Yeah, and nobody does that. Nobody is going to get. No, it's like, look, those stories have been hanging around, since the 70s, and it's all.
Wish they would.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like, oh no, these candies are for mommy, and always remember that all these, people are poisoning Halloween candy all stems from very, very specific cases where the parents were actively trying to murder their own children. So let's just keep that in mind. Yeah, on that note. So let's keep that in mind. So thank you again for joining us. Have a great weekend. We'll see you again. Well, we'll see you on Saturday for House of Bob at 8 p.m. And then we'll see you again. Yeah, I know, right? At 8, and we'll see you Monday at 11 a.m. again, where I think we have a guest coming in, so we will be able to talk about their campaign at length as well. So on that note, and in the words of the ancients, eat your food, moisturize, especially now, elbows and everything. It's the weather now. The weather is changing.
Don't be ashy.
Yeah, exactly. No, don't. Yeah. Moisturize, mind your business, and do the work, because when you actually do the work, you never have to fake any of your accomplishments. And I don't know why anybody would want to do that, honestly. It's just a lot harder to fake it than to just actually do it. Just do the work. You have to. See you later, guys.
Saying, live your motherfucking life. You got to get your motherfucking hustle. Understand niggas is going to hate you regardless. Get that out of your head, that fantasy world where niggas ain't hating on you. You got to be grateful. You need haters. What the fuck is you complaining about? What the fuck do you think a hater's job is? To fucking hate. So let them motherfuckers do their goddamn job. What the fuck is you complaining about? Ladies, if you got 14 women hating on you, you need to figure out how the fuck to get to 16 before the summer get here. The fuck is you mad about? Fellas, if you got 20 haters, you need 40 of them motherfuckers. What is you complaining about? If there's any haters in here right now that don't have nobody to hate on, feel free to hate on me. Sit back there and say my hair ain't luxurious when you know it is, bitch.